Here we go. We are live. We're going to start in about a minute. We are live on Instagram, live on YouTube. It's going to be a good show, y'all. Playing with the new technology. Tell a friend. It's the trades. Gonna start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let people know what's up. We're gonna have a great show. We have a great topic today. Let people know what's up. Gonna start the countdown real soon. Let people know what's up. It's the trades. All right. Let's start the countdown. We got any title? Those who are live on Instagram, let people know. Live on YouTube, let people know. It's the trades. New setup. All right. And here we go. This video has been brought to you by Breakin. Go to the website and register. Check out what they have to offer at Breakin. Yo, what's up? This is Shadow Rock and Profowon of the Floor Gangs and Knuckleneck Tribe, and you're watching The Trades, a show about breaking, hip hop, and the business of. How's everyone doing today? Great Thursday night, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Thank you for showing up. As you noticed, well, I don't know if you have noticed, but there's a few things different on the show today. If you notice, I had a smoother transition, and the fonts right here are a little bit different. So, about last week, I was on the Break Street Media channel on the Bow Report. Shout out to my man, Friction. And basically, he turned me on to this thing called Restream. So normally I was using StreamYard. I was using it with Gearhead. Shout out to J Soul. So I've been using StreamYard. That's basically like, instead of just like Instagram pop up here and it's just a talking head, you get to see like we get to watch and react to videos. That's usually on StreamYard. But I told Friction for 2 weeks I was gonna go on his show. Finally went on his show, and it was like, like I thought he was using StreamYard, but the truth of the matter is he wasn't using StreamYard. He was using Restream. And I was like, oh, so that's how he's able to go on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Because we'll get to that till later. But so I was like, whoa, this is cool. Let me check it out. So I was actually playing with this week. I was like, there's some advantages to StreamYard, but since I have like 13K followers on Instagram, it's a shame that like I don't broadcast it there. I mean, I do the clips, like I'll do an interview or I'll do my show, and then like it'll be a 2-hour show or 1 hour 30 show, and then I clip it. What the young kids do on TikTok. But I was like, it's a shame that I can't air the show. So I saw that Friction Breakstream Media did that. I was like, and I was playing with and navigating during the week, and I was like, you know what? Let me scrap StreamYard and let me just go for Restream. So, okay, so the thing is, when you're watching on Instagram, normally when you watch a live, you can see comments. Well, that's the thing. You can't see comments on Instagram, right? Like, like I'm monitoring it right now. It's like, yeah, no one could comment and question. So it's better that you go on YouTube, and that way we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But why not advertise the advertise the YouTube on Instagram as I go live. You know what I'm saying? So might as well, like, if you want to interact, right? If you want to interact, then I suggest you go to YouTube, right? But if you just want to, listen to it on the show, yet I still say YouTube is the best because it's not going to be saved on Instagram. But again, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/PROFOW0 N, and then you subscribe, and that way you could basically, just comment and join the thing. Ethan, is this baby E? Is this baby E? Yo, we might watch that video here on the show. I think that'll be dope. Shout out to baby E. Okay. So this is cool, man. Like I said, this is dope. This is on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. But if you want to communicate to me, best thing to do is go to my YouTube and subscribe over there. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing multi-broadcast. All right. So that being said, before we continue with the show, we need to clean house. You know what I'm saying? And cleaning house means that we're going to talk about the people that are responsible for the show being on. First of all, I'm at 19K or 1900K. So 1,000 or 1900, not 1,000, but 1900. I just need 100 of you guys to subscribe to get to 2,000. And if you subscribe, basically you help monetize, even though YouTube breaking is not that great unless you are Stance or B-Boy Network-ish. You know what I'm saying? But to help your man out, 89% of you are not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? 89%. You guys are watching the content. I'm glad you guys are able to like enjoy what I do here. But what would be better is if you were to subscribe. Because if I could get like at least 100 to, I could get to 2K, right? And that's gonna help the channel out, update, like, I need a mic, right? Like, I think a lot of people when they watch YouTube, is like, he looks official because he has a mic. And the funny thing is, you never know that mic not even be plugged in. It's just for the aesthetics and the look. So what you could do is help me get a mic. I'm already monetizing, but I literally only made $1. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was from Garrett Indo G. He donated to a super chat, so I think that's really dope. Shout out to Dr. Derek Cologne. I'm on YouTube and Instagram, airing right now. New technology, but not that new. But again, StreamYard's a little bit better, but it's basically the same. You know what I'm saying? So again, please subscribe. 89%. You're watching the clips. You know what I mean? You're watching the content. Why not just, it's free. You help me out by just clicking subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Okay. Up next, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about our sponsor, Zen World CBD. So now, if you don't know about CBD, CBD comes from the cannabis plant. But unlike THC, which is the psychoactive thing that gets you high, there is CBD, which is actually has healing properties, and it doesn't get you like the head high. This actually helps relax and repairs inflammation. Inflammation being the number one thing that happens to you when you get sick or injured. Your body attacks the injury, and then that's why you get let's say you get a bruise or whatever, like gets inflamed. That's because your body's trying to repair. What helps the repair process and the healing process is CBD. So right now, right here is the Zen World Nano Drops. You put this in your coffee, your sports drink, your water at practice. You take it down, it helps heal injuries, right? And if you don't want to ingest it, right, there's always the CBD freeze. So this is like an icy hot, but guess what? The main ingredient is CBD. So you put this on, and it just doesn't like. So what icy hot does is usually it just makes you feel like it massages the muscle, right? This will actually heal it. So check out if you don't want to drink it, right? You could always make it a topical. And the thing is, if you go to the website zenworld.com and put the promo code Gearheads, you get 10% off. Why not save money as you relax, repair, and regenerate? All right, that being said, now that we got that out of the way, here's the thing. Okay, so for those who are watching live on Instagram, and YouTube, if you want to join the conversation, again, you gotta join. You have to go through here. You have to go through YouTube, right? Um, like we just had the last qualifiers over there in Budapest, right? And we have the official people that are going to the Olympics, right? So I believe Sunny Choi for the B girls, she won the Pan American Games, and then I think Victor did too. So that's two U.S. U.S. people guaranteed in, right? And this happened about a few months ago, like mid-year. But the thing is, there was the China qualifier in May, and then there was the one that happened just this past weekend in Budapest. In May, I believe Lee won that, right? But that I think he got guaranteed a spot because of winning those games. I think they accumulated the points and they just announced, let me actually go to that. They announced um, the winners of who made it, right? So let's play a little bit of that. I mean, um, as I look for this clip or this picture on Instagram, let's uh, let's watch some of the let's watch some of the Olympics that happened. But I'm not gonna put on the I'm not gonna put on the what you call it. I'm not gonna put on the volume, and I might minimize it because the problem is that this was aired on NBC. It's aired on Universal. You know what I'm saying? So Universal being like, I think Universal is the same that owns Drake and Kendrick, right? Like as far as music, that's who owns NBC. NBC owns the rights to the Olympics. So I'm only gonna play a quick clip. Like I'm not gonna even play the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm only gonna play a quick, clip of it. That way, and just even at that, I'm just gonna play background. I'm just gonna play the awards ceremony because again, this is a live. I don't want them to like cut anything out. So this just happened, and this is the awards ceremony. So within this, they announced who made it as far as some of the people. So I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is switch to here. I'm gonna switch to here and go to, who made it to the Olympics. So far we have Sunny as far as USA, right? We have Sunny Choi for the B girl. We have Victor from Kissimmee, Florida. They got guaranteed in. Now, I don't know, and excuse me if I don't know how they basically accumulated the points through this battle, because obviously there was people that won gold and silver and bronze, and I don't know if they were necessarily on it. But because of the points, now we got logistics and Jeffro in there. So we have 4 representatives in the USA. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. Yo. Victor won the world champs. Okay, cool. Victor won the world champs. All right. Shout out to LaVix. Yeah, Bay Area representative. She was out there in Budapest. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to LaVix. Elephant Graveyard. Check out the Elephant Graveyard event happening, anniversary happening in September in the Bay Area. So check that out. Shout out to them. So the whole thing is, now that we got 4 representatives, which brings up this topic, why the USA has to win gold at the Summer Olympics this year. And it's not okay. Here's the thing. All right, everyone's like, "Oh, Pro, you're being biased because it's America and you're from America." It's like, no, it's actually, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not why I think that we should, we have to win. You know what I mean? Like, we have to win gold, right? Why USA? It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, I would love for Lee to win. Like, stylistically, actually, no, let me change that. Jeffro and Lee stylistically are my personal favorites, right? No diss to Menno, no diss to not Hong Ten, Phil Wizard, no diss to Victor, but just stylistically, my preference is like what Lee does and what Jeffro does, right? So for, like, to me, that's my favorite. But in my opinion, I can't let Lee win. Now, this opinion, why the U.S. has to win gold at the for breaking in the Summer Olympics is a business move. Honestly, it doesn't matter who wins to me as far as preference wise and what I like. Like, I'm gonna like who I'm gonna like, and most likely, who I like doesn't necessarily win all the time. Someone can win and doesn't have any influence on my inspiration as far as breaking. Like, there's dudes like Menno inspires a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll inspire a bunch, but I don't necessarily have to have him win for me to be like, oh, I feel inspired by him. I want, like, how can I create what he, kind of what he did? I'm more like, we need USA to win. And it's a business move. Okay. So I like to be long-winded. You know what I mean? I like to give a lot of examples. So I'm going to give this example real quick. I'm going to let this play. I'll put the volume just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to play this clip, and we're going to watch a little bit of this clip. And you're going to see what I mean. Shout out to Flag. Okay, so now I'm going to put out the volume. So obviously this is Family Ties by Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem, right? Here's the thing. This concert is in Paris. All right, let me stop because of copyright. This concert is in Paris, and look how many people are there, right? They're an American. Well, Kendrick Lamar is on top of the world right now. He's an American artist. Baby Keem is from Las Vegas, American artist. They had the Kendrick Lamar last year had one of the biggest hip hop tours next to Drake, right? Like filling arenas of 30,000 people, and in Amsterdam, Japan, Paris. Okay. Now, let's be real. How many, I would even say K-pop? Can K-pop fill an American arena? I feel like a lot of K-pop artists could fill a theater. Like I think they could pack in a 2,000 crowd theater. We're talking K-pop in America, right? I think they could pack a 2,000 crowd arena. What do you chat? What do you think? Do you think that the biggest K-pop group in the world from Korea, can they pack in a 30,000 seater arena? So that's the question, right? Yet Kendrick Lamar, being an American, he packed in. Let's just take a look at that. Let's take a look at the. We don't have to play it. We just have to take a look. Do you think? I'll pause it too. Look at that crowd. Look, okay. Do you think? I mean, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. Do you think that a K-pop singing group can pack an arena like that in America? I'm just asking questions right now. I'm just setting up my debate. I'm just setting up my thing. 100. Wife went to Vegas. They said they sell out throw concerts like that in Vegas. Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. They can pack in. Okay, let me go to Amani. 100. 100. Wifey. Okay. Wifey said I went to Vegas. They throw concerts like no other. Okay. All right. Now, can a French rapper do that? K-pop's a little bit different, right? Can a French rapper fill a arena? See, I should have said K-pop. That's almost canceling my thing, but it is the biggest. It's one of the bigger genres, right, in music right now, right? It crossed over like in the mainstream like maybe 6 years ago, right? K-pop was like now a mainstream thing, right? Can a French rapper do that? Right. And here's my point. Why I bring this up? You know, most likely not. I don't know a lot of French rappers that could like pack an arena. I don't even know French rappers. Okay. This is my point. This is my point. Um, so again, but still the biggest, one of the biggest hip hop tours last year was Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And you saw that that's France. That's, where the Olympics the Summer Olympics is happening this year, right? Here's the thing. Here's my point. Most events in France, the bigger events, guaranteed 10,000 people. Guaranteed 10,000 people. Average European event, max 5,000. Max, right? Like if we go to Denmark, max is 5,000 people. If you go to like hip hop obsession, max 3,000 people. So do you understand now? Let's talk about America. What's the max that freestyle session has? And that's like freestyle session. Okay, let's even say Red Bull. Let's say Red Bull in America. How many, the Red Bull finals in New York that happened almost 3 years ago? How many people do you think attended the New York final? Oh, wait. How many people do you think attended the New York final? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. How many people do you think attended uh FSS is like 1,000. No, actually last year I was there. 500. Maybe 800. Do you see where I'm getting at? Bow the year 2000. They had 30,000 seater. I was there. We have yet to cross 10,000 in America as far as seating wise. So the fact that the Olympics is happening in France, they already know about breaking. It's no problem. So if France wins the Olympics and gets gold, if Danny Dan gets gold, it's good for Danny Dan. But people in France are like, yeah, I've seen him before. He's our hopeful. Do you see what I'm saying? If Phil Wizard wins, right, it's good for North America, right? It's good for Canada. But he's already sponsored by Toyota. Now let's look at America. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at America. So Jeffro has a Ralph Lauren deal, right? He's under Polo. That's dope. Sunny is I'm not sure her sponsorship, but NBC loves Sunny. That's their go-to as far as media-wise. They go to Sunny. Victor did an Xfinity commercial, but he has no sponsor. I think it's just Red Bull. Red Bull is his main sponsor. You got logistics is Red Bull too. Now we go to Japan. Sugar Kicks is Mercedes, Red Bull, and a few others. Or no, BMW. Is it? Yeah, chat. Is Sugar Kicks under Mercedes or BMW? But so here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. If Danny Dan wins, it's like, yay, France gets the gold, but it's nothing new. He's gonna get the same sponsorship. And it's gonna be like same thing. Can a French rapper go here and fill in the stadium? The answer is no. You know what I mean? If Japan wins, which is likely, like Sugar Kicks has a great, like he can win. What's going to change for the industry as far as financially? Nothing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, it's Sugar Kicks winning. He got gold. Good for Japan. But no more money is going to be put into these companies because the market's only the Japan market. The France market's going to be the France market. Now, in America, we still set trends. We just saw the pop out Canon Friends. You know what I mean? And Not Like Us is still the #1 streamed song in the world. It's not just America. You know what I'm saying? Like that stream that Kendrick Lamar has is not just America. That's international numbers, right? And that's the great thing about like Spotify, right? And the whole thing is like if he goes on tour, that song is playing. That Not Like Us is probably playing in China, in France, in Japan. I mean, that's just the truth of it. So why do we need America to win? Because America still sets trends, except for the K-pop. K-pop obviously sets trends internationally. So I was wrong about that, but that's an exception to the rule. If we could look right now. We could really look right now. I don't know if I want to though. It's a lot of work. We could look for a French rapper or a Denmark rapper or a Brazilian rapper, and the beats will sound like their trap that's from America. It's just the truth. And maybe even though we can't understand the language, they will have a cadence like Kendrick, or a cadence like Drake, or a cadence like, or a hook that sounds like Kendrick, or a hook that sounds like Drake. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, well, Drake is from Canada, but still he tries to be American. We all know that. But like, but you know what I'm saying. This is my point. The reason why we need America to win is because if America wins, once America gets behind it, that's going to give more opportunity to everyone in the breaking scene worldwide, because we still set trends. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be because it's popular in America. And we could argue about should it be. Like, we could argue about that later, right? We could say I don't want it to be that way. That's cool, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the marketing and strategy. If America wins, it's like everyone knows who Michael Phelps is. You can go anywhere in America and they know who Michael Phelps is. Oh, he got gold for swimming. He was on the Wheaties box. And these are people that don't care about swimming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. People that don't care about swimming know who Michael Phelps is. Why? Because he's American. That's it. That's the only. If you're in America, oh yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna stay tuned to that. You know, whenever it's the Summer Olympics, I'm gonna look for Michael Phelps. They don't even know what a backstroke is, or a breaststroke, or whatever. They just say it's Michael Phelps. So let's watch him. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We need someone from the U.S. to win, because that's gonna help us in America in the long run, as far as the marketing and the exception of breaking. Then people are going to tune in. You know what I mean? See the chat. So my point is, if America wins, let's say Victor wins. Even like, honestly, I love Victor. I love you. You know that, right? But I would love Jeffro to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love Jeffro to win. That would be dope. To me, that's like he's already under Polo. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be proud. But if Victor wins, which he has a good, like, honestly, he has a good chance of winning too. Victor has a really good chance of winning. The amount of people that will pay attention to breaking in America will set the consciousness like this worldwide. Worldwide, it's already accepted. But with Victor winning, or Sonny winning, or Logistics winning, or Jeffro winning, that's going to be where Victor will finally be on sponsorship level of Sugar Kicks. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You know what I mean? Once you have America behind your back in pop culture, it will set the trends. It will solidify everything stronger. If Lee wins, it's going to be the same thing. Like, to be honest, it's going to be the same thing. Even though, like, Lee, out of everyone in that panel, right, is my favorite, you know, stylistic b-boy. Like, out of everyone, out of Mano, out of Jeffro, well, like I said, Lee and Jeffro are kind of like my favorites, right? Out of everyone, out of Mano, out of, like, you know, Phil Wizard, like, Lee's my favorite. But if Lee wins, it'll be the same thing. And someone brought this up too. Yeah, this is the last Olympics. This is the Tony Hawk 900 moment. And you guys weren't there. I was there. 1999 X Games. And Tony Hawk did the 900. That was a turning point. It changed everything. As far as, if it wasn't for that 900, there would be no Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That Tony Hawk Pro Skater not just put people onto skating that don't want to skate, they just want to press skate. They just heard he did the 900. And then all of a sudden, all these stores, Zoomies, you name it, got bigger. Tony Hawk Pro Skater turned people onto music that you wouldn't ever heard of just because it played on the video game. I know a lot of you guys, this is like, we're talking 1999, 2000, 2001. We are at the brink of that 900 moment in breaking. We're like right there. But if Lee wins, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to go back. Like, I'm not, it might, I mean, what if Victor wins and nothing happens? Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It doesn't do anything for us. But I know if Lee wins, if Kicks wins, or Phil wins, it's going to be the same thing. And again, that's a different argument. That's a different, like, oh, should we have that? I don't want it to be mainstream. I don't want no one else to break. Okay, that's not the argument. I'm saying that if people know who Victor is after he gets gold, America will be interested in breaking. That will help the industry financially, the breaking industry. All right, let's go to the chat. I'm sure a lot of people are against me. AER broadcast breaking podcast says, understand breaking Olympics is a one and done and will not be included in 2028. It's fair to say breaking is a depreciating asset. So maybe even more reason for Victor to win. Okay. Essex says, no, because he won a ton of medals and smokes weed. But again, he was featured in every magazine in America and every media outlet. Like, we haven't hit the tip. Like, if we get silver, no, yay, America won silver, yay. And then, like, look, it's like this. It's like it's social proof. And again, that social proof goes a long way if American wins. You know what I'm saying? Because then every sudden, like, who's this guy who got gold? We got gold, yay! Like, you know how Americans are. We're cocky as shit. We could suck, but we still say USA, USA. And we won't know anything about whatever. We'll just back it up because it's USA. And I'm not talking to the artists here. I'm not. Here's the thing. My channel, I attract a lot of B-boys and B-girls. You guys are anti-mainstream. But if Victor wins, I'll say it the most generic way I'll say it. Trump supporters will be like, USA. Trump supporters will know who Jeffro is and be like, yeah, he's American. And like, I'll buy a Nike shoe because he's American. See what I'm saying? Because it's gold. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking to, like, when I'm on YouTube or Instagram, I'm talking to my echo chamber. Like, we know the politics of breaking. We have our favorites. We have our preferences. We know what a footwork is. We know power moves. Basically, we need Trump supporters. That's crazy. It's a crazy take. I know that's a crazy take, right? That's crazy. It's a crazy take. But there's a truth to it. Like, if general pop knew about breaking, that's all we need to, like, help the industry. And then, I mean, like, okay, so I don't know if everyone feels this way or not. Maybe we could talk about it later. But do we want it to be mainstream? You know what I mean? Or do we want to keep it grassroots? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I put, like, 30 some odd years into this scene, and, like, it's a dream to really make a good living from it. I'm surviving from breaking, but I'm not thriving. I'm surviving though, but I'd rather thrive, Okay, let's go to chat. He made himself known not because he's American. No, he won gold. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about general public. So, okay. That's the thing that I want everyone to, I don't want you to think as a B-boy or B-girl, as an artist, what I think is dope. I want you to think, how can we get people from Idaho, from a town that has a population of 300, to be aware of breaking? That's the question. and have them interested in breaking, it has to be gold. You know what I'm saying? All right. Olympics brings national pride and many of the Trump supporters. That's what I'm saying. It's just the truth. Then they'll be like, I'll buy that jam sneaker. I saw it on the Up Rocks. I saw on the Up Rocks. They need a red, white, and blue one. Oh, they do have a red, white. I won't buy that. Oh, it's Victor. Oh, Victor's gold. Oh, yeah, USA. You know what I mean? Donation button. Yo, shout out to you. There is super chat, I believe. I believe there's a super chat option. Once I got monetized, there is a super chat option on the chat. You could go there, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? But this is a topic, like I said, like because it's an interesting thing because like again, I have a lot of international friends. They might be watching on Instagram. I was like, what the hell is Profowon talking about? Trick that guy. No, we want our, we need to win. Okay, after. Fine, after. If they have it. And that's another thing. Maybe there's a possibility that people are gonna like if it's that popular and it's August 10th, just to let you guys know, it's August 10th. August 10th is when they're broadcasting the Olympics. And check this out. Now, all right, let's play a game and let's demonstrate something, right? Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game. Let's play a guessing game. I need a moderator. Eventually, I need a moderator to take a poll, and that way we could do all this. But okay, yo, thank you, man. AER, yo, AER, B-boy, Bigo podcast. First super chat I ever got. Shout out to you, bro. Super chat, $5. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Check this out. Did you save the conversation with you and Felix? Shout out to Felix from Break Connect, man. So that's a different strategy, right? That what I'm talking about, is we need we need Trump supporters that will buy the golden sneaker to support breaking. That's what we're talking about, right? Now there's the other option of what the Break Connect, like, let's all support the Patreon and like then we can actually fund our own events, right? Like that's another option. Dope option. But how many people are doing it? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's our fault that we have to like have gold. We have Trump supporters that need to know about breaking to help all of us that want to make a living out of it to like, thrive. Or we could do this. This is another option. But even like Spin Control just had their event and not a lot of people went. They had a good prize, like, and I think they had the one in Minnesota that happened recently, but that was at a mall. People are walking in and watching the battles like, oh shoot. I'm like, what's this? Break dance? So obviously it was easy to get that crowd. And they still probably only had about 2,000 people there for that event. So we're still not hitting over. We have never hit an event with more than 10K people. You know what I'm saying? To attend a breaking competition. I don't want to say jam. Jam's different. A breaking competition. You know what I'm saying? So, that was like the whole thing. We could still go. We could have the Break Connect route, which is, and you could go to my Instagram too. I interview Felix, and then check out AER. Is that on your Instagram? Because that was a good podcast too. That was a good broadcast too on Instagram Live. I thought that was really dope. So you're asking the right questions. You know what I mean? So okay, so here's another. So I'm going to bring up another question soon. Let me go to this chat. All the regular people think Japan's going to win because they don't know these breakers are the U.S. I agree, dude. But at the same time, like they have a really good shot. Like chicken kick is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, I have my preferences. Doesn't mean he's going to win. And even let's say Victor wins, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, these transitions that inspire me. I'll be like, Victor won. Even if like, even if why I would want Jeffro to win is because like, yo, this guy dances. I want a dancer to win. But you know what I mean? Like, speaking of which, I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna be a little bit self promotion here before we go on. Yeah. So okay, go follow AER B-Boy B-Girl podcast on IG. A lot. He has a YouTube too podcast, and he has a really good conversation with Felix from Break Connect. Check that out. Go to the Instagram. I'm gonna do a little bit of self-indulgence here real quick. It's my show. Why not? Why can't I? You know what I'm saying? And as I pull that up, we have 8 people we have 8 people live right now. How do you feel about it going mainstream? Put a 1 in the chat or if you're for it to be mainstream. 2 in the chat if you don't want it to be mainstream. So I'm gonna look up this clip real quick because I want to. And I think I'll be doing this summer. I'm still going to be working with B-Boy Network, and I think we're going to be doing stuff with the Red Bull tour in America. I believe that they're flying out Josh from B-Boy Network to go cover some of the events, and I will be doing commentary and reactions to those events, those qualifiers across the U.S. And again, and this is just an observation. I still don't think. So. The world final that happened in New York, I still don't think there was more than 2,000 people. Maybe there was 3,000 people there. I wasn't there, but from the looks of it, compared to like let's say India. India was like packed, right? When they had it in India, it was like freaking crazy, right? Those numbers are crazy. But when it's like, America's like small numbers, just fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, oh shoot. Whoops. Wrong thing. Okay. So, okay, I got it. One. All right. Everyone's still cool with it? Yeah. So, 1 in the chat if you like it to, it's okay that it goes mainstream. 2 if you're like, I'm against it. All right. Is battle rap mainstream? If so, 1. I'm sorry, battle rap is not mainstream. It's up there. Drake supports it. Drake supports battle rap. I don't know what to say about that after that. Okay, I want let me if battle rap is mainstream, 1. If not 2. It's not mainstream just yet. But see, okay, well, that's a different discussion. I would say the pop out was a mainstream event. Like to me, what Kendrick did in the Forum was like the first time Michael Jackson did the moonwalk in the Soul Train Awards, and that changed everything in 1982 or 83. Or what Bob Marley did at that concert in Jamaica when they had 2 warring political parties and he made them shake hands on stage. Like Kendrick Lamar did both at the same time. Freaking crazy. And yeah, it's funny because Drake wants to be Michael Jackson. But then like he did, but Kendrick actually did it, you know what I mean? All right. Okay, I want Breaking to at least hit UFC pay-per-view level for Breakers to make Mayweather and McGregor money. So that would be mainstream. Like UFC is mainstream, dude. Like they have matches in Dubai. Like it's mainstream. There's money in that sucker, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's what I'm saying. I feel like right now in Breaking, we are like year 1 UFC. No rules. Like this is before Dana White bought the UFC. Like we're like there. We're kind of like in that. We just need that Hoist Gracie moment. We need a USA guy. See what I'm saying? That Hoist Gracie moment made Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a mainstream martial art. 1992, 93, no one heard of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We thought Bruce Leroy and freaking Muay Thai was gonna do it. People were still taking ninjutsu back in 1992. They're like, I think this ninjutsu will kick everyone's ass. Like, dude, the first UFC had a ninjutsu practitioner. And Hoist Gracie just came in and just was like, nope, I'm kicking everyone's asses. I'm half the weight class of everyone in this lineup, and I basically beat everyone. That was the day. That was a turning point for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I feel this is it for breaking, but we need that turning point is we need a USA winner. You know what I'm saying? So that way those Trump supporters will buy matches, breaking matches on pay-per-view. It won't be us. Let's be real. I'm gonna look for someone. Hey, let me go to your house. Let me watch that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, cause we won't buy it. And here's my theory on that too. You know why we don't make money in breaking? Because all of us are Michael Jordan. All of us are LeBron. All of us are Kobe. All of us are Shaq in our heads. So if I was Shaq and Charles Barkley came up to me and said, you want to buy my sneaker? I'm like, hell no. I'm looking for my own deal. I'm trying to take you out. Practitioners can't be consumers. Even though we consume content, we're not really consumers. We're more practitioners. That's why it's hard to sell anything. You know who buys, if we go to an event, right? We go to a breaking event. You know who buys most of the merch? Parents buy the merch. Not the kids. The parents buy the merch. So as practitioners, that's why we don't support. Because in our minds, I am Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to B-Boy Network. What up, Josh? We need to be anime manga. Yeah, bro. But see what I'm saying? If it's anime or manga and Japan wins, no parent ain't gonna care. But if Victor wins, oh, my kid could be Victor. Or if Jeffro wins, oh, well, if Jeffro can do it, my kid could do it. See what I mean? Here's the thing: Denmark, France, Japan. That's already happening without the Olympics. They have their own infrastructure in Japan already. You could go to any town in Japan and they'll have a breaking school. That's just the truth. America, shout out to Vegas. They have the most concentrated breaking schools. BTR Breaking, Breaking Alchemy, Zoologic, and the District. So shout out to, I think the next state that has that is Arizona. Has the most, well, the thing is they mix the breaking and hip hop dance and dance studios, but strictly breaking, it's Vegas. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Glide, Kid Glide over there in New York and Queens. Shout out to Break Free. You know what I'm saying? Like there are schools, but not like Japan's every town. Every state in Japan has a school. You know what I mean? And like let's be real, like when there's an event, there's 300 people, 300 crews or people entering each event. So it's like that's just the numbers, you know. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Well, anyway, back to it being mainstream. It's mainstream in Japan, but no one's going. This is fake. It's just mainstream in Japan. Like Eason, if you look at Eason, if you look at Shigekicks, these are all kids that were 10 years old breaking 10 years ago. Now they're in their 20s. So it's been about that. Their parents been supporting it. Do you know what I'm saying? All right. And then I'm going to go to the demonstration. Oh, I'm glad, Josh, we got to talk about this. I'm going to ask this question, then you put this number. All right, if breaking gets more legitimized as a sport in America, we can get sports funding as opposed to art funding which is close to non-existence. Very true. And here's the hustle. We could probably do both. That's the hustle part. We could like, because of the social proof that, let's say, it gets funded through sports, we could say it's like, yeah, but it's our cultural dance. And see, look how many people are in my sports program, yet it's cultural dance. And then you get both of the monies. You know what I'm saying? All right. So check this out. So now that B1 Network, Josh, I have this question. Okay. Estimated, let's say, stats at B1 Network. B1, what is your biggest views in a battle? Any battle. It could be like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Or even 5 years ago. And let's make an estimate on the most views on a stance video for breaking, not all styles, and not a short, and not an Instagram clip. YouTube, strictly YouTube, and not YouTube short. That's too easy. How many people? How many views is that? Let's say, like, what's the biggest views you have, and what battle you got, Josh, on B-Boy Network? The most numbers. And then for those in the chat, SBO. Okay, what are the numbers on that? Kid Dynamite versus Lorenzo. Okay, word. 2018. Shout out to Silverback, man. Where do you think Victor's training at? Oh, everyone thought Steve Graham was out of the scene. He's actually not. He's been supporting. Like, he's the sponsor. 7 million, really? Shoot, good for you. All right, well, that just made me shut up. All right, damn, I'm doing bad estimates. That means I haven't done my research. Okay. Oh, because it's kids. Well, that's cool. I mean, fair enough. How many? Okay, on average, what's the average views on B-Boy Network? The average battle, mid-tier battle. Let's even go Red Bull. Let's say Red Bull USA final. What's the highest numbers on that? Now it sound like academics, like numbers, 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 numbers. It's not about the number, but again, you know, that's why I asked about it. This is different from how I feel. Oh shoot, he said it. We need those. You heard that? Josh from B-Boy Network says we need those. We need those numbers. This is the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those who want to cipher. That's what I'm saying. I still cipher. Doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like, so what's the so Josh? What's the highest numbers for the USA finals, or even Lords of Four, and not shorts, and not Instagram, YouTube, and everyone else? Try to make a guess. What's your guesstimation on the highest views for the USA finals for Red Bull, not the World Finals, and on B-Boy Network, not Red Bull, not Red Bull, not the Red Bull YouTube channel. Red Bull YouTube channel. Let's look at the Red Bull YouTube channel. I was gonna pull up something else, but I just keep going on tangent. That's fine. Red Bull BC1 2023. Okay, 2 million views. Okay, that's cool. But subscribers, they're not at 1 million yet. They're close though. They're let's share that. Let's share the front page. I'm gonna share the front page to Red Bull BC1. It's right here. It is 956 subscribers. Shout out to Stance too. They just made 1 million. So let's look at their. Okay, so this battle or this this battle. 43, 42K, not too bad. So yeah, look at this. So 15K, 76K. Oh, those are battles though. All right, yep. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Hijack versus Mace, 3.5K. Okay. That's what I thought. Like on the average, I would say average is 10K to me from what I'm witnessing when I'm watching all these channels, these breaking channels. That's not tutorials, that are battles. It's about 10K max, right? Besides Red Bull. Red Bull's already, to me, that's an established brand and everyone, that's central. Like, so everyone's gonna go there anyway. If you don't know anything, you're gonna kind of go there. And the reason why I bring that up is let's look at this one again. Let's look at 35K for Church and Luca. Okay. That's not bad, right? It's not bad. 2019. Yikes. I don't know. How much did Iron Monkey and Ivan do? I don't know. And that's the thing. So here's the other thing I'm going to put in there. And there's a lot of caveats. The other thing I'm going to put in there is retention time, and I'm thinking like music, right? First 2 weeks. First 2 weeks of engagement impact. That's another thing. Because a video can, like, out of 10 years can gain momentum. But first 2 weeks, first week, first day. For instance, Cat Williams on Joe Rogan, no, on Shannon Sharp got 64 million views in 3 days. Something like that. See what I'm saying? Like, that's why it became viral. That's why, we're just looking at numbers. We're just talking numbers, okay? And not everyone's gonna be like, that's not breaking. Well, I'm not talking about breaking. It's breaking related. I'm talking about the marketing and, like, the reality of why we need the Olympics in a way, for views, not for, without it doing anything crazy. Just pure breaking. So I want to bring this up. So again, why I didn't show too much of the Olympics and why people refuse to react online as far as YouTube channels, because NBC has exclusive rights to the Olympics, which is NBC's owned by Universal. So, for instance, if I'm a Japanese media channel, if I'm just Japanese network news, I need the permission from Universal to use the footage from the Olympics. And if I don't get permission, they will sue me. So, let's pause it right here. Let's just look at it. Let's just look. All right. So I'm bringing this up because, so this right here, the Olympics channel. I can't zoom in. Okay, I can't zoom in. The Olympics channel is owned by NBC Universal. And this happened Sunday. It's at 62K. That's not too bad, to be honest. Honestly, that's not too bad. That's people, I mean, half of them are from the breaking community. More than half. But for general public to be tuned in, that's not too bad. Let's look at other sport. Let's look at the other let's look at the views for everything else. Okay. So Chinese Taipei 48. Feature 10K. Olympics 7K. 11K, 3K. Let's look at their lives. Okay, well, see, look at, oh, crap, that's not good. Look at this. 63K for breaking. Men's climbing, 254K. Sports climbing, 218K. Speed climbing. We're catching up. BMX. Hey, we're beating BMX. All right. Dang, we are really beating BMX. Well, that's something. Boxing, that makes sense. 98. Actually, I'm surprised it's not higher. Look at that. Ceremony, feature, skateboarding. Yo, skateboarding is smoking us. Skateboarding is smoking us. But again, not too bad though. Not too bad. I mean, 62. We're beating BMX. All right. Okay. Boxing. Okay, that makes more sense for boxing. But all right, cool. Dude, skateboarding's killing it, bro. Look at that. 61K for the street finals. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Good for yeah. Okay. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta be proud of that. We gotta be proud of that. Okay. Josh says, remember the Olympics audience don't think breaking is a sport. Yeah, I agree. But again, all it has to do, all Jeffro, logistics, Victor, and Sonny, all they have to do, one of them has to win gold, and we're good. People will, even though it won't be in the Olympics next year, you got to think about the press run after the rollout. The rollout. So, for instance, we'll take this the Kendrick Lamar thing, Kendrick and Drake thing. That made like Kendrick go, okay, I'm not just doing battle rap. I'm gonna do these things to go, okay, after this concert, now I'm gonna roll out a possible Not Like Us remix fight featuring YG and all these other guys. I think that's the rumor. But that make that song Not Like Us extend a little bit more. And then he's gonna come out with an album, and then he's gonna do what I'm saying. So that's the whole thing. After that gold, the rollout and the effects after that gold, even though it's not gonna happen in 2028, let's say it's logistics winning. The rollout of the media press that's gonna be covered. Let's say logistics wins, and it's like, okay, you're gonna be on this show. This show. You won gold. Jimmy Fallon. Freaking what you call it? Who's the other guy? All the late night shows, that media run for the people that missed it, and be like, I didn't know that there was breaking in the US. I didn't know there was breaking in the Olympics, and I didn't know that and US won. Let me watch that video. The numbers still roll in. See what I mean? Ellen's done. Kelly Clarkson. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, all the mainstream stuff that all the old people. We need the old people to like watch us. Yeah. There you go. Seth Meyers, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that we're talking about. And then different podcasts that are like have more of a mainstream appeal. This is what I'm talking about. And that's the media that's going to go Nike. That will make Nike go, okay, we can do a Nike Cup. Let's make a Nike team official. And then it could be whoever. Then it could be like Lee and America needs to win. This is why America needs to win. Because of just the marketing. And we still, like, bro, Korea has had their time. I would go to when they would fly me out, it'd be the KB Bank. The bank had a championship. KB Bank had a championship in Korea. At one point, Rivers were sponsored by Nike. Nike paid for their studio. Gamblers had a different sponsorship, and this. They've been having that. Everywhere in the world has had it except for America. See what I mean? Like, I get it. We're very independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, the breaking community is very independent, yet we still don't support each other, which sucks. But I get it. Again, if everyone's Michael Jordan, why should I buy a shoe? I'm Michael Jordan in my brain. You know what I mean? Only if I go to mom and dad and I'm really young. Hey, I want a Michael. I want a shirt from Baby E. Okay. Shout out to Baby E. I'm gonna put him on right now. Actually, I was gonna put a battle with me and Jeffro, but I'm like, you all saw that before. I'm just like, I just wanted to. Well, I'll play right now. It's ready on deck. Before I sign out, I'll pull my little flex. I battled him this year, the finals. And where we're dancing to, I don't know what we're dancing to, but it was funny. Yeah, we did a top rock forward battle. I was in the final. This is the finals against Jeffro. That's me and Jeffro. So I get to say that I battled an Olympian. I lost. Like, I still battle Olympians. You know what I'm saying? I battle Olympian guys, and I'm like way older than this guy. Oh shoot! The heck? No way. Something going on. The internet's being funny. All right, stop it. I battle Olympian guys, and he's 20 years my junior. You know, he's he's 28. I am 48. I'll be turning 49 next month. No, next week. Holy crap! I'll be turning 49 next week. Still active. Still gonna battle. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me pull out that other one, and then we'll call it a day. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Do we need America to win? Or you're like, I don't want it to be mainstream, so I don't want America to win. I want my favorite B boy to win. You know what I mean? Or B girl. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think America should win to help the industry, or do you think it matters, or you don't care? I want it to be underground forever, baby. Like, give me the underground. Give me the underground. I want it to be underground. I don't want it to be mainstream. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to Baby E right now. We're gonna watch a clip. He was the youngest competitor at the gym. I was the youngest competitor. I mean, no, he was the youngest competitor at the gym. I was the oldest competitor at the gym. Check this out. He was on the chat earlier. Shout out to Ethan. This is Baby E. This is me battling Baby E. Let's watch that real quick. Baby E's still in the chat. How old are you, bro? Yeah. Okay. Shout out to just another Breakin channel. This is me, my old ass. Yeah. Smoking it. Tell me a report. All right. Yeah. That was me versus Baby E. Give a shout out to the kids in San Jose. Shout out to Elephant Graveyard. Shout out to Jers. It was me and Ghost versus Jers and Baby E. I'm about to wrap it up here real soon. Um, we have 11 people in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for whoever's watching on Instagram. If you want to join the chat, go ahead and go to my bio, click the link, and that will go to my YouTube channel. And guess what? You have to be subscribed to have a conversation because that's how we're doing it. I learned that from DJ Academics. A lot of people hate that guy. I want to say something in the chat. Oh shoot, I have to subscribe. Okay, fine then. I'll subscribe and then I'll talk smack in the chat. Smart guy. I mean, I'm not I'm not as salacious as DJ Academics though. I think that guy's crazy. And he has some crazy takes and maybe he's like, yeah, I get the views. And like you do, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, okay. Do this more often. I'm trying to, but so again, I do more reaction videos on battles on the B-Boy Network channel. Shout out to Josh, B-Boy Network. Won't be at 4th of July. Be sure to attend. So I won't be there either. I'll be chilling with my girlfriend on my birthday. So like I said, I'm turning 49. So if anything, I would say let's take some requests over there at B-Boy Network, and let's plug a little bit. Josh, July 13th, the Red Bull BC one in Detroit and Boston. Dope. Check that out. I will probably be doing reactions to that the day after or the following Monday or Tuesday. That should be really dope. I have a few things planned out. Before I log out, I want to do this real quick. I want to be able to give some of the people that helped me out on this show. So, like I said earlier, right here. Shout out to Break Connect. I'm going to do the reactions on B-Boy Network. So again, I tend to do more reaction commentary on the B-Boy Network because I tend to use this as a platform of my editorials and interviews. So that's another thing. I'll show that. I'll put that in the big screen. So check out Break Connect. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the homies, the sponsors out here. That's why I always air the commercial right before we go. Really, honestly, Break Connect is such a good tool, man. Like, I don't understand when you don't use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Break Connect is a very, very good website. It's not an app yet, but it's a very, very good website, especially if you're a promoter. Shout out to AER podcast. There, like they had the right here is everyone on their Patreon. They have 8,000 people registered, and if only like if all of us that was on Break Connect was in the Patreon, we can actually fund events thrown by the Patreon. You're basically like you own the stock, so you can make the calls through votes. So check out Break Connect. Go to their first of all, follow them on Instagram, and then check out their Patreon. I've yet to be on it. That's why my name's not on there, but I need to. Like, I honestly, I'm like, wow, you should have a podcast, like, or that should be like part of the thing. Is Break Connect has a podcast? I think that would be dope, like exclusive podcast for the members, something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I will be. So I do reaction commentary on the B-Boy Network. So not on here. Here's more interviews. Let me pull up my let's pull up my YouTube channel. That way you can see what's about. Okay. So as you see, as I pull it up, this is my YouTube that you're watching. I do more of this stuff. If you notice, all my lives are mostly interviews. So last week I had Dino Rock, I had DJ Flag, I did a 2023 review. I have Abby from TBB, Wild Child, um, from Loop Pack. I did one with Rob Swift. So this is like hip hop stuff, man. This goes beyond breaking. Bag of Tricks, Michael Holman. Michael Holman just came out with a documentary on Hulu. You guys should check it out called Breaking on the One. That one I look forward to watching. I haven't watched it yet. I did a collaboration with Focus. I did an interview, so I did a clip of that. I did an interview with the very first B-boy, Sasa, right here. Sasa and Vix. We both interviewed him. We're gonna have more stuff like that. Like I'm gonna have more really OG B-boys and B-girls. So yeah, I have track 2 right here. I have a bunch. So check out my past stuff. And yo, it feels good to be back, to be honest. It feels good to be back. I haven't really like I had the Floor Gangs anniversary, so I concentrated all my energy more on that. So now that that's done, well, there's the world one I have to worry about. But as far as the USA event, the USA anniversary, that's done. So I'm back on here. That's why I'm doing more clips. And the recent one with Sasa. And it's, like I said, it's not just it's breaking hip hop related with breaking. You know what I'm saying? So this we can say this is more of a cultural, like I'm doing more cultural documentation here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like, these conversations. But yo, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. So again, shout out to freaking I'm gonna shout out that channel too. Shout out to Break Street. They basically turned me on to this restream because before I was using StreamYard, which is cool, but again, I am able to broadcast here and Instagram. So I think that's cool because that expands my audience. I have 13K on Instagram. So here, I'm at, again, you need to subscribe. I'm at almost at 2K. I just need 100 of you guys to get 2K. Shout out to Break Street. So Break Street basically, Friction basically turned me on to Restream, and now that's why you're able to watch on Instagram at the same time. And if you want to comment, you just go on, you just go to the YouTube and subscribe, and you could comment over there, and you could just, basically shout out again to AER Podcast with a super chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You're my first super chat. Shout out to Endo G. He was my first comment awards? I forgot what it's called. It was like a super chat. But shout out to AER Podcast for giving me a super chat, super sticker. And that's great. Because like if the idea was with my boy Ray Guns, we were gonna do these live battles, like online battles. And if everyone super chatted, we would like give 80% to the winner. Like we call it the Break Battle Royale. It was a pretty good, but then like no one was donating. So like if we could keep this up, and maybe if we get as big where we could start doing these live battles where people could come in, and then like whoever puts in the super chat gets that night wins the super chat. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be kind of cool. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's been good, man. I like honestly, I like the Restream, dude. I like the Restream software. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, I hope everyone out there, I don't know how many people are watching on Instagram, but I hope you all enjoyed the show. Before we sign out, again, you can follow me right here on YouTube. I know y'all watching. Thank you for subscribing because that's the only way you could have commented in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for tuning in on Instagram. And if you don't know, you can follow me there at PROFO_FLGZ. And again, right here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. This has been The Trades. Why the USA has to win gold in breaking at the Summer Olympics 2024. Peace. And I'll see you guys next time.